Let me tell you about James. I met him during my volunteer work at a local reentry program. His story isn't unique, but it's one that changed how I view our justice system forever. James first went to prison at 19 for a drug offense. Young, scared, and naive, he thought those 3 years would be his first and last stint behind bars. But life had other plans. When he got out, the world had moved on without him. His old friends had graduated college, started careers, were building families. Meanwhile, James had a felony record that followed him like a shadow. Every job application felt like a dead end. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? That little checkbox might as well have been a wall. He tried, really tried. For 6 months, he went door to door, business to business. Some wouldn't even look at him once they knew his history. Others offered minimum wage positions that barely covered his room in a rundown motel. His probation officer kept pressing him to find stable housing and employment. But how could he afford an apartment on $8 an hour? One night, an old contact reached out. Just one delivery, they said, easy money. James knew it was wrong. But when you're choosing between breaking the law and sleeping on the street, morality becomes a luxury you can't afford. He took the job. 2 months later, he was back in prison. 5 years this time, the cycle continued. In and out, in and out. Each time the world became more foreign, more hostile. His criminal record grew longer, his opportunities fewer. It's what we call recidivism, the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. But that clinical term doesn't capture the desperation, the shame, the feeling of being trapped in a system designed to punish rather than rehabilitate. But James's story has a different ending. During his last sentence, he met a counselor who saw beyond his rap sheet. She connected him with a program that actually invested in second chances, job training, mental health support, and most importantly, employers willing to hire people with records. Today, James is 3 years clean. He manages a warehouse and mentors other returning citizens. He's married now, has a kid on the way. When I asked him what made the difference this time, he said something I'll never forget. Someone finally gave me a chance to be more than my worst mistakes. The truth about recidivism is that it's not just about individual choices. It's about a system that brands people as criminals long after they've served their time. It's about the barriers we put up that make it nearly impossible for someone to rebuild their life. 2/3 of released prisoners are rearrested within 3 years. That's not because they're all bad people. It's because we've created a system where redemption is a privilege, not a right, where one mistake can condemn you to a lifetime of closed doors. James's story reminds us that breaking the cycle of recidivism isn't just about tougher laws or longer sentences. It's about creating real pathways to redemption. It's about recognizing that every person who leaves prison faces a choice, and that choice shouldn't be between survival and lawfulness. We can do better, we must do better, because every James out there deserves the chance to write a different ending to their story.